Welcome to the Tales from the Crypt podcast. We are an actual play podcast featuring a revolving cast of players making our way through micro RPGs, highly narrative tabletop games, and the more popular and less known RPG systems from a wide variety of genres. Content may not be suitable for children, and content warnings can be found in the description. I'm Riley Groves, and I'll be your host, your guide, your GM on this episode of Tales from the Crypt. Tonight, we will be playing Broken Swords and Twisted Trails, a game of marching bravely into the dungeon and maybe crawling out, by Brandon Leon Gambetta. And we got this one out of the Ultimate Micro RPG book, available on Amazon. We have myself, Mikey, Stefan, and Connor at the table with us tonight, and Derek is on the couch. Rebecca is on another couch somewhere else. She is not here today.
There's lots of couches.
There are lots of couches. So let's get to know each other just a little bit better. We're going to read the top question off our pod deck interview deck. And Mikey, why don't you read this one?
What do we got? What technology do you wish existed?
I got mine.
Go.
The Ready Player One headset and like full VR shit. I wish that was legit. I want to live not in this world anymore.
The Oasis.
Yeah, I want the Oasis to be real and Ready Player One to be real. I feel like it's already there, but like Facebook is probably going to be like, yeah, it's going to be there.
Right on.
I'm all about the the Jetsons food machine. Just like, I want this. Boop, boop, beep, beep, boop.
That's a good
Bing.
one.
Yep.
Here's whatever you wanted.
That's a good one. I think teleporters would be the most useful. So you wouldn't. It would destroy the hotel industry. You could go wherever you wanted during the day and go back to your own bed at night.
Destroy the travel industry as well.
Well, yeah, it would destroy.
We don't
all
need
of them.
those. It's fine.
Yeah. Hey,
They can
industries
start growing
were
vegetables.
meant to be not around forever. So
Mine's two. One becomes the other, because when I was a kid, I watched The Rocketeer and I just wanted that damn jetpack. And so that evolved into I need an Iron Man suit.
yeah, the Iron Man suit.
Yeah, with like the arc reactor and everything. Like that would be the coolest. Like who needs a car?
What's stopping you from making your own?
I'm not that smart.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a disqualifier right there, probably.
But the Rocketeer jetpack would be like a better concession.
I'll help you if you build the Iron Man suit. If you need somebody to like shoot the gun at you to test the bulletproofness, I'm in.
Everybody needs a lightsaber though. Like that's technology that would be the best. But you would need like limb reattachment gel or something because I'm gonna touch it.
You can get one of those like plasma arc lighters. Just stick your finger in there.
You're like fuck, like the fucking dude in The Mandalorian. Like he cut himself pretty good. Like yeah, that's what my body would look like. Tiger stripes.
Yeah, you should never have a lightsaber.
Nope.
No.
I don't even think he's allowed to have a BB gun anymore.
I do have a BB gun. I shouldn't have it. I ricocheted the pellet one time from a pellet gun and shot Connor in the eye.
We had a discussion about this before.
We've talked about this many a time.
Yes, gun safety.
Someday we'll share that with you folks.
Got awfully off track for a
lag
tabletop RPG.
Yeah, let's rein it back in. We're gonna cut from
nibble.
the part where someone gets shot in the face.
We're gonna nibble some of that away.
Yep. Today, you will be playing heroes of a kingdom, preparing to battle against the monsters who threaten your home. Play consists of a brief character creation segment, followed by 3 encounters in which your heroes will face challenges to save their home. Each one of you guys got note cards. You each have 6 note cards.
We've got notepads.
We got notepads.
I got 4
let's,
note cards.
we could
let's just make do. Yeah. So give each player 6 note cards.
I think we make a treasure deck, so I think we do need pieces.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep holding these things up.
Yeah, pass me one though.
I'm just getting 4.
I'll take care of you, Riley. I'll fold you up.
I'm the GM. I need no note cards.
I need no such trivial.
I'm note cardless.
If we were still talking about like the technology that should be in place, like the food analyzer from like Star Trek, that'd be kind of
Oh, the replicator?
Yeah. Like, that'd be kind of dope.
I mean, that's more or less what I said with
Yeah.
the Jetsons food machine. It's
Yep.
just like, oh yeah, just anything you want.
You were just talking about a more advanced microwave.
I was just
The ultimate.
microwave. You don't have to put anything in it. Just
It just has the ingredients right in.
So-
That's probably the next step.
1,
For
2,
them.
3,
Wherever the microwave industry is going, it's got to be something like that.
3,
Some
4.
form of 3D printer into fucking food. Like,
And on these cards, what do we write? Is it one trait?
Cut back in here. That's for me later because it's been 6 minutes since we've started making these note cards. On the note cards, give each player 6 note cards. On 5 of their note cards, players should write traits, 1 trait per card. Does it give an idea of like what traits you have, or do you just come up with them yourself?
handsome.
angry.
Oh yeah, I guess
Plus
you just
2.
pick the traits yourself. Yeah, so
Oh, does it, like, you also give it, like, a stat with it, too? Or just...
no, I'll take care of that
Oh,
later.
okay.
On 5 of their note cards, players should write traits, 1 trait per card. So it can be character features, treasures, magics, or abilities. Invulnerability.
Wolverine claws. Magic Wolverine claws.
Doesn't say good traits, right? It just says traits.
Just says traits.
This is gonna like be the treasure deck. You don't want to like be putting like
Oh, I was gonna put in, like, arachnophobia.
It's just. It's very claustrophobic.
Yeah. Like, welcome to the dungeon dive. I'm claustrophobic. I can't be here.
It's like fantasy world. He's got like a leather bag instead of a paper bag to breathe in. What's that? This is my emergency sheep gut I inflate.
It's a water skin.
traits, magics, treasures, even.
Yeah, even treasures. And abilities. Abilities, magics, treasures, and other character features.
All 5 of these get like together.
So keep 1 trait. Each player keeps 1 note card and puts the rest into the treasure pile. So keep 1 and then make a pile of the other.
And we're only writing on 5 of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because the other one's going to be your name.
Okay, good. Mike's writing novels on each of his.
I mean, I did do, like, one that wasn't helpful. It was just kind of a funny, like,
Once the treasure pile is created and shuffled, players draw a 2nd trait.
I got one of mine.
I got one of mine.
Oh shit!
Do you want to?
I got one of mine.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. Okay. Based on their 2 traits, players should choose a name, write them on the final note card, and fold it into a nameplate that everyone can read. So now you...
I was supposed to write a trait on this one too.
What?
I was supposed to write a trait on this one too.
You should have 2 traits.
Yeah. You kept one before you put it into the pile.
Oh, okay. I gotta write one.
Well, you wrote on 5. You kept one of them. Put the
No, it's
other
blank.
4 into the pile, and then you have one blank one that you're gonna fold in half and put your name on.
How many did you put into this pile?
5.
5.
So take another one.
Okay, go through and find another one of yours out of here and keep it.
So, like, what does it mean by, like,
Oh, you shouldn't just make up a name. Don't worry about being like,
oh.
I'm a foot fetishist and a drunk. Like, you don't have to base your name over being a drunk foot fetish or whatever.
Oh well, I did.
Mr. Flask.
Yeah. So I
That's an H.
I put
Very
like,
bad, but Mr. Flask might be better.
I put like things in there. Like so, one of
Oh,
mine
my
is like
bad.
like magic ice dagger. Is that like would that
Good.
have been appropriate? Like
No, that's good. It says it says treasures,
treasure and magic.
traits, magics, and abilities.
So stealthy magic ice dagger. Stealthy McStabby. We have to make a name tag. That's what the next note card was for.
Affirmative.
Yes, make a name. Angry starfish.
Dude, I got angry and regeneration. So I'm like,
Ooh, regeneration.
Ooh.
starfish do fucking regenerate. So I was like, ah, perfect.
Is it like your tribal name or something?
I didn't know what to fucking. Oh, here. I could just put Mad Pat.
Yeah, Mad Pat. That's a stone's throw away from.
Patrick Starfish?
Yeah, so I used to have a starfish named Patrick. I gave him a Viking burial.
Of course.
Mr. Flash, Mad Pat, and.
Shiv. Shiv.
Turk?
I got Shiv.
Why?
Oh.
Why is that what you have?
Short for shifty. I don't know. Magic ice dagger. Stabby. Shift stabby. Shift McStab.
Stabby McShifter pants.
Shift McStab.
How about Fitzy Icepickle?
Fitzy Icepickle. I like that. Come on. What was it?
Changing it now to Fitzy Icepickle. Good job.
Fitzy.
You guys told me I couldn't be angry starfish, but fuck. I had to change it to Mad Pat, and then he's like, Fitzy Starpick.
Fitzy. What was it? Ice pickle?
Yep.
I'm just calling him Fitzy.
I'm just calling him Ice Pickle.
One of these days we're gonna have an actually like serious episode. One day.
Nah.
Let's go around the table. Introduce your guys' characters. Connor, what do you got?
I am Mr. Flash with the powers of charisma and a fireball.
Okay.
And like travel around, do little sideshow acts with, flash magic with my fireball. And that's how I make my living.
Mr. Flash.
Mr. Flash. I don't move very fast, though.
Stefan, I see you have a pretty interesting name.
Yeah. My character's name is Mad Pat. He is angry quite a bit and is the ability of like a starfish to regenerate a little bit. So
Regenerative, great.
yeah.
Mikey, a.k.a.
I am Fitzy Icepickle. Has worked for the family and does jobs for him. And does what he's got to do. Whether it's thieving or ice picking. He's a stealthy guy and he's got a magic ice dagger.
Does he really work for the Mafia?
The fantasy
The
thieves,
Fantasy Mafia?
the fantasy thieves guild.
All right. I have gone ahead and created the monster that you'll all be fighting, but we're not going to talk about that quite yet. How do you all know each other? Are you all people? Are you starfish? Are you frozen pickles
I'm a starfish that wears a scuba suit.
to stay on land?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I got the fucking ball over the head and just.
We met in like a bar. Bar fight broke out.
You were the performer.
Bar next to the ocean. Had to be next to the ocean.
Yep. Everybody else was fighting. We were all just like, free drinks?
I mean, been friends ever since.
He cooled down the drinks with his ice dagger.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, these are warm," and fucking dipped it in.
Yep.
Yep, it's pretty.
So we're
cool.
going to have to figure out how the three of you were tasked on saving the realm. It's an unlikely trio to be facing such a tremendous...
We should go a bit more
Task.
heroic route.
So, right place at the right time kind of
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. There was nobody left. You guys were the last three.
We got drafted.
You get drafted, and you so... Okay, we'll find you guys at the bar. I assume you're still at the bar.
It's a good spot to be.
That's a good place. Good as
Generally
any.
find us there.
The last three of the known adventurers in this world, the world of Set, and you're at the local tavern, tying one on, when suddenly, two local magistrates come through the door. Scanning the room, they finally are able to make eye contact with the three of you, and after they point, they begin to head across the room.
Wait, is that a fucking starfish?
Just
I'm not gonna do that the whole time.
It's like this is canon.
as one of your traits can't speak.
No, that would have been good.
That would have been good.
Mute.
Mute. After crossing the tavern floor, the two soldiers come up to your table and say, "You three, you need to come with us. You are needed for a very, very big task. Big, important task. You are requested by the mayor."
The mayor.
The mayor.
The mayor.
The mayor.
Yes.
Oh.
Mayor.
All right, luckily I just finished my drink. I guess we can go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour the remainder of my drink into the bowl and just keep walking out behind him as well.
Your
Need
helmet's
a-
like 50% water, 50% vodka.
Yeah, I need hydration.
I just pull my hood up, shake my head, and we're going.
It's a short walk to the mayor's house. You're wondering why he would ask you here so late at night, especially you three. Kind of the bottom of the barrel as far as adventurers go. But you haven't seen any of the normal guys around for quite some time, so maybe it's your time to shine and make some money. Entering into the mayor's house, it's a pretty humble place for a, old-timey mayor.
Does he have a top hat and like a sash that says mayor?
He has the sash, but his top hat is sitting like on over on a table. He doesn't want to be too haughty-taughty when guests are over at his house. And you come in and he's sitting around a sash with his pajamas, his royal
It's his
pajamas.
sleeping sash.
He got them for the
You're mayor, like you got to wear that.
all the time. He got them from the corporate Christmas party last year. These nice pajamas. And he says, gentlemen, it is with great consequence and fervor that I needed you to get here tonight. I like those big words.
It sounds like
I don't
very,
understand half of them, so I just get a little bit angry.
It sounds very mayoral.
Yes, it's in the handbook. I have some grave news. There is a threat on our borders that's going to wipe me out, and he's trying to become the emperor. We don't know why.
So why'd you call us here? What are those two guys who came to get us? Can't they go?
No. They're very little more than butter churners. I just gave them helmets and such. You know how expensive overtime is?
This one does look like he's churned a lot of butter.
Churned a tremendous amount of butter.
He just looks ashamed.
So we knew of the threat on our borders. He was a wizard. His name was Zirak, and we thought he had been dead, but it seems that he is continuing to try to press his claim and take back the lands from the king and establish himself as emperor.
What a bastard.
He is a bastard. We cannot have that. This is an elected democracy.
All right, so
Has he been putting the straws in the ocean?
I don't know
that was him. It was.
He's the one that was like, no masks.
He's also burning all sorts of tires and, melting all the ice, Fitzy.
I am thoroughly confused. Well, you three would be the last adventurers that we have here in town.
Yeah, we're more of
That makes sense.
we're more like bouncers, not really adventurers, but we're gonna do it.
Oh, good. That's great news. Because we can't. We've failed at that so far.
I was going to say adventure's a little loose for us. It's nice to be complimented for once, though.
Yeah, I feel fancy.
What do we got to do?
Oh, you have to kill.
We have to kill him.
You have.
We have to kill the wizard.
I would assume so. I would assume that's the easiest way is to kill him. Let me just look in the handbook on how to deal with threats quickly.
There's a handbook for this?
It's a handbook for everything, my friend.
Yeah.
Wait, are you just telling me that the mayor just gets put into this position and he doesn't have to do anything? They give him a book that all he has to do is be able to read?
You just have to look it up in the index. Like,
It's a big book. There's a lot of stuff.
You look over and he is holding a very colorful manual that says how to be a mayor
It's like a
for idiots.
Are there pictures in that?
He
all
shows you.
pictures.
It's all pictures.
I could have been the mayor?
Oh, anyone can
Anybody
do this
can
job.
be mayor.
And you look at the spiffy PJs you get.
Those are nice.
Thank you. And a sash.
In the sash, it says mayor. It's embroidered.
You can't ever take it off.
I don't. You're
They
not.
stitch it to your skin.
Oh,
Rough.
but I mean, at least you get the book.
But how does it get over top of your clothes?
All my clothes have holes in them. They're stitched around the sash.
Stitch your
It's got,
clothes.
it's got Velcro on the ends of it and holds them on.
That's a disturbing image.
Try not to think about it too hard. I would prefer that you didn't. Yes, I would say we kill the wizard. And by we, I mean you kill the wizard. Or if you could scare him off, maybe. We've tried that before. That's failed numerous times.
Well, this guy's pretty scary. Maybe he can do it.
Mad Pat?
Mad Pat. He's
Mad
always
Pat.
angry.
Mad Pat.
That's why you're one of the men for the job, Mad Pat. I'm going to take that gurgle as a rage gurgle.
It was a rage gurgle.
It was a rage gurgle.
Bubbles foam up over top of the bowl.
I still don't know where his eyes are. Can't see.
Yeah, that is weird. Do you have eyes? Like, or is it just like a
we
point
just
of
drew
a
some
star?
on the bowl.
They put googly eyes on the outside of the bowl just so that they have something to make eye contact with. But it's
He
not
does
really
have a
eyes.
menacing glare.
You just see me take out, grab a marker off the mayor's desk and just scribble on an angry face over the bowl. So googly eyes, angry face. There you go.
Oh, that was my marker. Okay.
Mine now.
Oh, gurgle, gurgle. Did I speak his language?
Mad Pat.
You just made him angry.
Oh, God, not
Don't-
Mad Pat.
Don't look him right in the bowl.
Well then, gentlemen, if you don't mind getting out of my house, or I can answer a few more questions. Go ahead and ask if you have them.
Got like any weapons for us, or we're just heading out there? Yeah, we got. It's good.
I mean, usually the way it works is you guys bring your own weapons. Maybe if you have to get some along the way, like bring a receipt, and we could, maybe discuss a reimbursement. That's it, if the job gets done.
Okay, we got this. We'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Just keep the receipts, guys. Okay.
Yeah. What pocket am I gonna put it in?
We'll hold on to yours.
They're just like stuck to like one of the suckers. Like just needs it right there.
Is that it? You guys are just like, all right, I'm gonna leave, and then you walk out. And it's like, wait, where do I go?
Yeah. Where should we start looking for Zurak? Up to the north, you said?
You said the border, but
We just go to the border.
Yeah. Off
border.
Big border.
off
There-
to the border.
Off to the border.
Off to the border, mates. Pick a border.
We're on a peninsula, so there's only one land border.
Yes, that's correct.
To the
I thought you all knew that. Zurak's tower can only be seen at dawn's first light.
okay.
To it.
We ride.
We ride.
You guys got horses.
We've
We're
got
just gonna take
horses.
some yours.
That sounds fair. I could part with some horses. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll help you by giving you horses.
Yes.
It's in this Easy Mayor's handbook here.
It says right here, 1-800
That's the mayor's handbook.
horse for you. It's actually the old school like yellow pages. This is the mayor's handbook.
He's gonna call us a cab.
And I'll give you a map. Yes. All right. Mayor Trogman hereby decrees that the three of you, Mad Pat, Mr. Flash, and Fitzy Icepickle, are on an official quest from here, the town of Midhold, in the world of Set, and you will depart here with 3 horses on the mission to kill the mad wizard Zurak. Agreed?
Agreed.
Huzzah!
Oh. Agreed.
That's what I thought you said. And he gives you a map, and the map has a regular compass that points to the north, and it shows you kind of what peak of which mountain you need to be on in order to look out.
Find the tower.
Find the tower on a dawn's first light.
So if we leave at night and we get there for dawn, we should be able to find it if we can get there in the morning.
That's right. All right. Now, have you ever seen a starfish on a horse? The giant.
I mean, I'm just gonna point to the ass end of it and be like, right there, bud. Starfish on a horse.
Puckering butthole.
Could you cartwheel all the way there?
That's what I was envisioning.
Yeah. Just take the bowl. Like, we'll just hold the bowl. Like, it's like holding your head, and your body's just like shit whipping behind us.
You guys are assholes.
And it's just like, and we're talking to you like you're right. You're out the right back. Yeah, what do you think, man, Pat?
Outside, the mayor has 3 horses waiting for you guys. 2 regular sized, and one's kind of like a fat pony.
I take the fat pony.
I'll take the brown one.
Which way do you face? Which way do you face?
What do you mean?
Like,
Are you just laying flat on top of the horse? So you're like,
Just like grab it.
starfish's arms also don't go this way, like out in front. They only go this way.
You just ruined this whole game
So,
by being a giant starfish thing.
so can you use your arms? How do you hold the horse?
he's a hominid starfish.
So like,
Magic.
like they're all like sitting up, and instead like I just flop on and grab onto it. Like,
That
Like a
that
rock.
works.
Like, get that little,
works.
get the saddle off of there. You don't need that.
I don't need the saddle. I'm
Alright.
just like,
Okay. The 3 of you, 2 saddled, 1 clinging, ride out of town.
Now, where we go? Off to save the city, boys.
you guys are gonna have to lead me because I can't.
The horses, there's just like one fucking.
Oh my gosh.
So we got to go out through the forest to find the mountaintop to where we can see the tower. Just head out.
If we look at the map that the mayor gave us,
Here's the map. Here's the town, very conveniently located. and there's like mountain ranges up here, and it's got like an X on a faraway mountaintop. Like not like super far away. Like you probably do it in a day.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, travel to the mountain.
Okay, you guys are following the mayor's road here as it leads up into the mountain. He's a very big conservation focused kind of mayor, so he's been putting in a lot of trails and stuff. So the roads are actually pretty nice. You know, nice and navigatable, easily to navigate.
They're good roads.
They're good roads. They're not bad, and they lead through the forest. And so as you depart here at night. Are you riding through the forest at night, or are you waiting till morning? When did you head out?
We're heading out at night, trying to time it right
Trying
to get there
to catch it
the
at dawn,
dawn's
yeah.
first light.
Yeah, get there for
No
dawn
sleep.
first.
Otherwise, we've got to camp there.
Maybe we get there and camp, that we're not tired when we gotta go find this place.
We could do that.
Okay, so you guys are making your
Probably
way.
safer to travel during the day too.
Yeah, but didn't the mayor seem like it was like really important?
Away we go.
I mean, he didn't say it had to be tomorrow morning. He did just say
Oh, it only appears in the morning.
it only appears in the morning. So if you miss it, you got
The next day.
you can Granted, he doesn't like destroy the whole world on that day.
Maybe he'll find us first.
He could.
But we should head out.
Okay. Either way, you guys head out at night.
We're off to see the wizard.
All right. And your first journey through is through a very dark wooded path that the mayor has set out up to the mountains. How is everybody with their being out at night skills?
I got a fireball for light, just like,
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm fine.
and my other skill is charisma. It doesn't really change it.
It doesn't change at night.
Nope.
I guess I don't know. I might get a little grumpy the later it gets because I'm tired, but I mean, I really don't see very well, so you guys just put googly eyes on the pole.
Yeah, we're holding on to your head so you can see as good as we can.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you guys have health in this game?
Haven't been instructed to make any health or anything like that, as far as I remember.
The DM's job is to describe situations and threats, make challenges feel dangerous, and ask a lot of questions. The hero's job is to drive forward, tell stories, and win or die gracefully. The DM begins by describing what the first dangerous stop on the journey is like. Be sure to describe how things look, sound, and smell, as well as any feelings the heroes get. The challenge rating of the dungeon is the amount of successes the players will need to roll combined in order to defeat and escape the dungeon. Challenge rating is determined by the number of players and which of the 3 dungeons they're in. Okay, so you
Kill
guys,
these dungeons.
for your first dungeon, you're going to need
Bandit encounter.
4, dungeon 2, gonna need 5, and dungeon 3.
Do we have any weapons? Or are we just gonna wing it on like
We're armed.
you have a dagger, he has a fireball. I can grapple.
You're a brawler.
Yeah, I'm a brawl.
You are the weapon.
I am the weapon. Actually, that kind of makes sense.
I mean, you're a giant starfish person. Like, you're not gonna just poke that with a sword or like a spear. Like, that's gonna get you.
Okay, so for the first dungeon here, you guys will need to roll 4 successes. The DM will tell players about a threatening situation in this location that the heroes will have to deal with in order to pass. Heroes take turns clockwise from the DM describing how they deal with the threat and whether they are acting heroically, like a brave hero, or acting desperately, just trying to scrape by alive. By default, your traits are unscarred, representing gear or abilities working well or in good repair. When these traits become scarred, the player flips the card and writes a damaged, corrupted, or desperate version on the other side. The DM determines if they act heroically. Then you roll 2d6 plus your unscarred traits. If they're acting desperately, you roll 2d6 plus your scarred traits. On a 10 plus for either roll, they succeed decisively. Describe their success, and the DM lowers the challenge rating by 1. On a 7 to 9, you succeed at a cost and describe your success, but the DM will complicate it. The challenge rating lowers by 1, but if they acted heroically, they scar a trait. If you acted desperately, they take an injury and draw a skull on their nameplate. Oh shit.
Okay.
On a 6 or less, the threat pushes forward on them. The DM will scar a trait or give them an injury, DM's choice, and the challenge rating does not drop. No hero can roll twice in a row, and all heroes must act before a hero can act again. If the current threat is dealt with before the challenge rating hits 0, the DM may describe additional threats within the same location. What the fuck does that mean?
If you get through it too easy, you can make it harder again.
When the challenge hits 0, the last hero to roll describes how the party escapes the dungeon, and all players draw a treasure. Between dungeons, the players travel, and each one says what wonders they see on the road. Then they enter the dungeon again. I'm going to structure this just a tiny bit differently, but that's the basic of it. So, you guys are riding through the forest on this well-manicured path, and up ahead, you see the light of a small campfire. You continue on riding to approach it because, hey, campfires are pretty nice. And as you get there, you see a couple, a young man and a young girl sitting by this fire, chatting closely.
Hello. Do you mind if we join you?
You just see me come up behind, like getting old Mad Pat off the horse and just bowl on.
Oh my god!
Suction cup.
The girl shouts, "What is that? We haven't seen one of those before."
This is Mad Pat.
And the boy goes, "What? Why is he called Mad
I
Pat?"
put the bowl on his head, and it's got like the scribbly, angry marks and the googly eyes.
Oh my god!
I take the marker back out and I draw angry eyebrows over top of the googly eyes and just lean in closer.
Oh my god! Are you guys gonna hurt us?
No, we just wanted to sit by you and share the warmth of your fire.
Oh well, then in that case, yeah. And the boy gestures you over to around his campfire off the road here.
Thank you. It's been a long journey this night. We could really use a rest.
That's what we were doing. Where are you guys headed?
North.
North. That's very descriptive, like to a town.
We're going to the mountaintops.
Mountains.
Oh, are you guys hikers?
We're on a hike, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool.
We're actually going to try and brave the wilderness and make it all the way to the mountaintops, and so we can save the village.
adventurers now.
Yeah, we're adventurers now.
Yeah.
We started off
got
as
promoted.
bouncers. Yeah, we're promoted.
Oh, that's so cool. So you guys probably have a lot of supplies then. We don't have many. We're just, trying. Our parents died.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's a bummer.
Do you have anything you could share with us?
No, our parents are all dead, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't got much either.
it's rough. It's rough around here.
We've got some provision. I mean, we can share our meal with them. Like we got whatever we got from town. I'm sure we bought some stuff.
I could pour out some saltwater alcohol.
Yeah, some vodka, salt water.
Vodka, saltwater.
Don't drink that.
I'm good. We're both very young for that.
Fitzy, you got a pickle they might want?
Yeah, here's a frozen pickle. A couple of frozen pickles.
Oh, a local delicacy, I bet.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a strange one.
It really is. Are you guys want to spend the night?
No, we should really press on.
Oh, did you even make the food yet? Oh yeah, you
They were
gave us
frozen.
these frozen pickles. They're already all right. Yeah, good. Well, before you go, and the boy whistles, and suddenly from around you,
A gong.
a gong, and you are in ancient China. No, 4 bandits surround the campfire. Hey, good job, Robbie. Good job luring them in here. All right, you guys, drop your stuff.
Hoodwinked, how dare you? We said we have no stuff to drop.
Yeah, I just have frozen pickles that were poisoned. Not really.
We were on a quest to save the realm.
Yeah, we're here to
How
save
can
you.
you bandits try and...
You marauders.
Save the realm from what?
From an evil fucking wizard.
I thought the wizard was dead.
Well, that's what everybody thought, but
Yeah.
he's not. He's
Stories of
risen
his-
again, and he's terrorizing the borders.
Listen, I don't care about that. Give me your stuff or I'm gonna stab you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
stab me, eh?
I'm gonna grab the girl with like the suction cup hand over her face and just and curl her in front of me.
So now we just go taking rounds of combat with them?
No, yeah, I'm not gonna stand for this. You're not gonna
We're gonna take ya, Snowy Pickles.
It's Fitzy Icepickle, and I run and I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. Which one are you gonna attack? The one that's talking?
The one
So
that's-
there are 2 with bows, and there are 2 with short swords drawn here. The one that's talking has a sword and is standing just outside of kind of where you guys are.
We should really leave, but we should probably clean these roads up. The mayor spends a lot of time and money.
Oh yeah, he tries
on
to
these.
maintain it.
These are good roads, and we're not gonna have bandits on our roads.
I saw him littering.
Yeah, no, you're going down.
All right. So if you were attacking, that'll be acting heroically. So you're gonna roll 2d6 plus your unscarred traits, which are being stealthy and your magical ice dagger.
A 6 and a 4.
10.
On a 10 plus, you succeed decisively. Describe your success. So you've attacked this guy. How do you attack him?
I run in, and with my magic ice dagger, I kind of pull it out, and it's just like it's a frosty blue steel blade. And I run up, and it's one of the guys with the short swords, and I'll just run in and rush him quick and take him by surprise, clash the dagger to the blade of his sword, and it just bursts, it's like frozen, and just shatters like liquid nitrogen. And it like kind of like goes in, and it's like right at his face. I don't know if I should I kill him? I should kill him, right? I should probably kill these guys. Can we get him to run?
You don't want to know what I'm gonna do.
I mean, you're attacking him. I think you want to.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna run right through him with the ice blade. Then I just stab him real good with it, and he just bursts into snowflakes.
Oh.
Pink snowflakes.
Erased from history. Okay.
Whoa! I didn't know this could do that.
There are 3 bandits left. And the little girl's... She's gurgling with your suction cups on her face.
Oh yeah.
So what do? What does Mad Pat?
I'm going to keep the girl like tied up and rush rush toward one of the ones with the bow and arrow. Not worried about getting shot at because I have a human shield.
And you can regenerate.
Regenerate.
It regenerates a weird one. Okay.
Yeah. 9.
9 plus your unscarred traits, so it's actually an 11.
So it hits like
It's a hit. You're successful in what you're trying to do.
So with the guy seeing his friend probably burst into everything and me rushing him with a arrow, he lets the arrow loose. It tags the girl in like the side, and I just take her body and smoke him to the left.
You hear the little boy, Marissa! Oh my god! I thought you were the good guys!
The
All right.
gurgle is the sound of my enemy's blood.
It's like the steam's coming off of the bowl. Looks like crazy hair.
So
So
they took out the archer and the short sword on one side.
Yeah, so
So-
there's 2 left.
I face the other 2, and I tell them, now's your chance to leave, as I launch a huge fireball right at both of them. The 10.
At 10 plus 2. Yeah, you guys make light work of these bandits over the campfire. Like, they don't even see the ball of fire coming until it comes through the tops of the campfire and it explodes between the both of them. Just completely incinerating them. And so, to set the scene, you guys smell a lot of smoke and burning and, meat and hair. It's disgusting.
The heat from the campfire like unfroze all the shit that it was like wet as hell everywhere.
There are no more frozen pickles. They're like lukewarm cooked pickles.
Boiled pickle.
And the little boy is just sitting there shaking, crying as now the forest is on fire a bit too. And he continues to cry because he thinks his sister is dead because she was just used as a mace. Kill a man.
Yep. After taking an arrow to the femoral.
She's not dead. I'm gonna be very surprised.
And the boy just cries next to the campfire.
Let that be a lesson to you, young man.
Maybe
It's like one of those dark German fairy tales. It's like the boy was bad and everybody is dead, and now the boy has to live with that on his conscience.
Yeah. Maybe we should stop here. The mayor shows up. You guys were not the right ones for the challenge. You failed the first test.
We acted heroically, remember?
I'm supposed to save the kids from the bandits.
I think mine was
The kids were in on it.
Oh, they were children?
They were prisoners.
I thought they were in on it, just like Like the Book of Eli scene with the girl like, help me. And it's like, you were trying to trap me. I murdered all of you.
Okay. So the threat is dealt with in this little clearing. Describe the aftermath as soon as this fireball hits and the boy's crying. Where do you guys go from here?
Well, luckily it started raining, so the forest is going to be fine.
Perfect timing.
And nobody will see the boys. It won't look like he's crying.
He'll feel better.
He'll feel better.
Do we let him leave?
I mean, we got nothing against him.
Yeah.
He can go.
Learned a valuable lesson today.
He learned a very valuable lesson.
And back on the yellow brick road?
Yeah, I mean, I guess after we, lit these guys all up, you go see if they got any treasures on them.
Yeah, everybody draw one treasure.
Dodge. Okay.
Great axe. Do we flip over our other attributes now? They're scarred.
No, they're not scarred. They're not scarred
okay.
unless you miss a roll, which you guys did.
That's awesome.
I got another one of my own. Clever.
Okay. What did everybody get?
I got a great axe.
I got dodge. So I've learned with throwing her body that next time I can just move to the left.
Whoa.
Like, wow, I can move
Guy knows some maneuvers.
rather than use shields. I guess that works.
And I have become more clever.
Well, I think after such a impromptu battle, I'm not tired at all. I think we should just press on to the mountaintop, guys.
I mean, yeah, I'm good to ride.
I'm full of vigor. Continue on into the charred forest.
Nothing like laying waste to really, get the blood going, make you feel good.
So, so like when you guys go to walk away, I'm just gonna smack the kid like across the face so that there's a suction cup mark on him and just leave. Yep.
All right.
We're off to see the wizard.
Yeah, so you guys continue on through the forest, and it's not too long before you come out of the other end of the forest and into the bottom of this mountain range. And the trail stops here, although you have the map, so you can continue going where you need to. But the roads don't continue on up through the mountain. Mare has not gotten to the high peaks region yet.
I've got the bowl with the googly eyes. It's like, it looks like we're not in Kansas anymore, Mad Pat.
We got some outcroppings over here. I think we can maybe try and scurry up this little cliff face and get to the next plateau there. If you give me a look, well, we should boost Pat first, I guess.
He's the heaviest.
What are you talking about? I could
He's
just
a
like
suction
I could
cup
just
is-
go like thwack and then like flip my body over, go thwack up again, and then flip over again and thwack up again.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, look at that. He didn't need a boost at all.
Cool.
Starfish don't have suction cups on both sides.
I don't know that.
He does.
His arms, they spin around.
He's like a space starfish.
He's bringing all of them up into a ball and then just rolling up.
I did not know that. Yeah. I'd like invert backwards and just.
I use the fishbowl as like a walkie-talkie. What do you see up there?
You get no response.
Does not work like that.
All right, Fitzy, I'll heave you up and then you can, pull me up.
Yep.
All right, here we
Give
go.
it to you.
Heave ho.
Heave ho. Jump. And I'm climbing and I reach down and grab old Mr. Flash.
Feel the suction cup smack your back and lift you up.
Got me. All right. Hoist us up.
You guys get to the top of this small mountain here, and you can see on the map it's very clear, which mountain is which. It's got kind of a big cutout into it.
This is a giant chiseled out X in the mountain.
Yeah. It's very evident
sign says
which mountain
scenic
you have to
vista.
get to.
Oh my god, it looks just like the map. I know that's got to be the mountain there with the X on it, right, guys?
All right, let's check it out. Let's stand around there and see what we see in the cold gray light of dawn.
Okay. Yeah, it's the first morning comes, and you guys aren't on the mountain that you need to be yet.
Damn, we
went
didn't make
to the
it.
wrong
No,
mountain.
No, it turns out that like 8 hours is not enough to get
journey there.
So you're gonna have to it'll
mayor
probably
lied
take you
to
another
us.
day. The mountain's a little far off there that you got to get to. However, it is very evident here in the light of the morning that you're gonna be kind of traversing through the mountains all day to reach that. And as you come down the first peak, you start to hear the unmistakable far off howls of some dire wolves.
what a place to be with some wolves, guys.
You hungry, Pat?
I could eat.
Well, if they
We haven't
come,
had breakfast yet.
yeah.
Getting
You want to
time.
set up a couple of traps before we camp out?
I need a Snickers.
I don't have any traps.
Well, I'm stealthy and clever, so I'm gonna rig up a couple of snares or something. Anything I can do to give us a little advantage before we retire.
Okay.
Before those wolves come in.
All right. Yeah, you set some traps up. That'll hopefully do.
I mean, dire wolves are pretty enormous. This is barely going to slow them down, but
Yeah, they're very big, and from the number of howls that you can hear, there is a good number. It's not like 2 or 3. Sounds like an entire pack of dire wolves off in the distance. You can't see them. They're still a ways off, but you know that dire wolves have just the most amazing senses of smells. Sense of smells. Sense of smell? Yeah, there's no S on this. Sense of smell. And
they've got senses of smells. They've got several noses.
These are unlike any dire wolf you've ever seen.
They
They have 4 noses.
they have 4 noses.
Oh god.
Every once in a while, you hear the pack howl again, which is getting closer to you, so you can discern that they're coming to eat you guys. Maybe they were attracted by the scent of the forest,
Fish.
and maybe they were attracted to the scent of marine life,
Marine life on land.
a delicacy they're not used to.
Oh god. Gonna have to fight some wolves.
Yeah, I guess it's, we better fortify in this closed ravine here that we happen to be going through. And maybe we won't get surrounded by the wolves.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys are gonna wait here for the wolves.
Yeah. Or do we want to run? I don't know what's ahead of us.
Well, we've got to wait here to see where the tower is before we can go.
We didn't make it to the spot to see for the tower yet.
Oh.
Oh.
No, we still got to traverse
What
to
would,
get there.
how would we go about this heroically? We can't run away heroically. I think we're going to have to face the wolves, create a trap for them. If we're in a ravine, could we engineer a rock slide to take a bunch of them out?
Do you see some rocks that can slide?
I don't know. DM?
There are rocks.
Would it be...
I'm just gonna lay down and start suntanning. Oh wait.
I think that's a good idea. We can hang out here in the ravine. I can blast those rocks up there and it'll make some come down. They only have a small choke point. We're going this way, so we don't have to try and...
We don't have to go back to Midhold a different way.
Or we can climb over whatever he knocks down.
Perfect. And we'll catch whatever stragglers don't get taken out in the initial barrage.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do.
Okay. So you guys hunker down here. It takes a while for these wolves to come, and it's pretty evident, that there's a large number of them. And as you have originally set out some traps, are they closer or further away from this rock slide situation that you're...
They're further out.
They're further out. Okay, so as you hear, from a distance, the, tromping of a pack of wolves, you hear several... as a couple wolves get taken out of the pack due to your traps. Yeah. However, you can continue to hear the footsteps as they grow ever closer. They're growing, so close, you can hear their barking and their snarling as they are getting fucking nearer.
I have an idea.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder and be like, I have an idea, and I'm gonna grab your arms and slap you to my back so that you're stuck there, but you're not seen.
Oh.
So you're hiding behind me, but they wouldn't see you. So when they come over, they're only gonna see the 2 of us, and you can.
They're wolves. They have a great senses of smells.
Never said I was the brightest bulb.
I'm like... It's like ripping yourself off of one of those Velcro walls. Put me down. No, we'll just hunker down. We'll hide. I'm stealthy. I can hide anywhere.
I was gonna help you be more stealthy. You can hide behind me.
Okay. What are you guys... the wolves are coming. You talked about a rock slide.
We'll wait until they get...
Yeah, if they're coming, they're here. I'm going to use my fireball to create the rock slide.
Okay, roll for
Here
rock
we go.
slides.
So the wolves are coming through the canyon, and as I see them, I'm like, all right, they hit your traps. I'm going to launch the rock slide now, and I aim my
3,
fireball up at
2,
the rocks
1.
and get a 12.
12 plus 3, so a 15. Yeah, you create this rock slide. The wolves start to break through into the clearing that you guys are at, and the rocks come down. And what used to be a pack of 20, which was more like 17 when they came out of the woods due to traps, several of them get wiped away by this rock slide, and now you're looking at closer to around 10 or 11 wolves.
Ready to go down there and rip them up?
Yeah. Just let out my blood curdling. Just climb up over the rock side and jump down, ready to grab one and try to snap its neck with my hands. Tentacle thing. 7.
7 plus 3. Damn it. On a 10. Yeah, you succeed.
You just
Just
see
like getting on the horse, but you just
Yeah, yeah. Just like on the way I grab the horse, except for I grab one of the dire wolves and just squeeze until it pops.
Okay. You are a horrifying creature.
This is. I don't like this. We're friends with a monster.
we're chipping away at him. What are you gonna do, Fitzy?
Yeah, all right.
Friends.
I'm going to make a future note. Never allow starfish people.
It's like the
Again.
most OP thing in any
In
fantasy
any
game
game.
now. It's like rabbit folk are cool. You thought minotaurs were all right? Starfish, man. Man starfish?
Man star.
Man star.
Patrick. It's
Mad Pat.
Mad Pat.
Oh god.
So yeah, I'm gonna run out and whatever one just didn't get exploded right next to me. I'm gonna go in with my. I'm gonna cleverly go at it with my magic ice dagger and see what I can do. I got 10.
Yeah, on a 10th, you can successfully turn this one to a snow pile again.
Snowflakes.
They just ash into a nothingness.
Yep.
There's about 6 wolves left. You know, just looking at the devastation around them, they've kind of gotten close enough to you guys now where you're a bit surrounded. However, they're a little wary because they've seen their compatriots get destroyed by boulders splatted by starfish men
Squeezed to goo.
and turned to a snowball back to Mr. Flash.
All right. Now that the wolves are closing in, Mr. Flash pulls out his great axe and runs up to the wolves and gets a 9 plus.
There's like no way for you guys to lose at this point.
Are we only supposed to use the traits that are like?
No, it's literally all your traits plus.
Yeah. So I mean, I come up and I just slice one's head right off as its body just limply falls and the head goes and hits the one next to it.
As you do this, it just so happens to be the largest of all of them. You have killed the alpha wolf of this group, and the remaining 5, start to whimper, and then they realize they messed up as they back away, and then reform in a group and take off back into the mountains. And you guys have successfully killed a bunch of wolves.
I take my great axe and I just skin the freaking alpha. It's my new coat.
While doing that, you find items inside their stomachs. And everybody draw a treasure.
I was gonna take the alpha's head. Replace my fishbowl.
Strength.
Plus 1 magic hat.
Are you going to get different hats for every hand?
I go over to the alpha's head that you just cut off, and I just suction cup onto like the top of it and peel the skin off, and then put it over the bowl.
Excellent.
Magic hat.
I'm wearing the body. You've got the head.
I have an ancient greatsword.
Ooh.
Everybody got some good stuff there, so you'll now take a +4 to your
Rolls.
acting heroic rolls, and
to our carnage. To our
Carnage rolls.
carnage rolls.
Okay, so you guys now have successfly navigated your way through the first
I
dungeon.
feel heroic. We've
Set.
taken on outlaws and bandits, and now
Outlaws and wolves.
wild animals that are bad for now all the deer and game can thrive. We're making the world a better place.
Sure.
Yeah, speaking of, and we, continue on our path down the valley through, we see a lot of different game animals now. Like, oh, hey, look, there's some billy goats, some mountain goats just stuck on the walls of the canyon that we're in. They're blatting in our praise. Thank you for killing all of the dire wolves. Bah.
I think they would be more afraid. They would probably be afraid of us because you're dressed like a wolf too.
You
You have the head on.
you've got
Yeah.
there's just blood. Like
Yeah. So like, the googly eyes have been like masked over by jaw. It's not a good hat, but it works. It's magical.
it's just like tied over. Like, what do you think the magic hat does?
Magic.
It makes all the snow creatures that you kill get up and dance around.
You can howl. Like instead of gurgling, you go like, oh.
Yeah. It gives me a different voice
Yeah.
tone.
Right, you can now speak wolf.
Yep. I can speak wolf.
Perfect.
Starfish and wolf. If I kill a human, I might be able to talk to you guys a little better.
We can hear you fine.
We don't want to hear what you actually have to say. Yeah, how horrified are you guys of your companion? Did you know him this well before you left?
I did not know he could just hug a dire wolf until it popped.
This is all a new and exciting things. Never had to do that at the bar.
I mean, it's Patrick Star when he gets mad. I'm Dirty Dan.
No, I'm Dirty Dan. Okay.
Off to see the wizard.
Do you guys continue the path then?
Yes, continue on,
Okay.
hobbling over different crags and
Yeah, the mountains are an impressive sight up here. You know, some of them off in the distance are so tall you can see snow on them, even though it's July or whatever July would be in this place. The sun peaks over and it's kind of beating down. You guys are getting pretty high up there on these mountains as you climb up and down. And it isn't, more than half a day, 8 hours worth of hiking that you guys begin to climb the final ascent at dusk.
So we'd have to spend the night and
Right.
wait till dawn.
That's right. So you guys traverse up the last peak. You get to the flat part that you saw that cut out the mountain here, and you climb up, and it's nice and flat. The wind's not blowing too hard, but you can smell the nice fresh air up here. It's quite quiet overall. There's not too much disturbing you guys.
So as we walk up, I'm going to ask you guys if you've ever heard of Eel Stomping Day.
Do tell.
So every spring, the eels, they come out and they're quite bad for the seaweed. So what all the people have to do is they put on their eel stomping boots and walk out, and you have to stomp eels. And the more eels you stomp, the better the harvest usually is. And it also attracts sharks every now and again. And it's very interesting day. There's a lot of drinking and screaming, and it's just people are having so much fun.
There are more of you?
Yeah, quite a bit.
oh, we'll have to go sometime. This sounds amazing.
I mean,
If you can't
fucking hate eels.
If you can't breathe underwater, it'd probably be deadly for you.
When you
Oh.
say you put on your eel stomping boots, do you then put one on every one of your limbs and just roll around like that?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you put two boots on and stomp around? How does
And
it work?
I do it with my fingers, like is it like that, or is it like?
It's like
Oh my god!
like
Every
a spider.
time you
like
describe this thing, it gets more and more horrifying.
amorphically terrifying.
It's like a spider crawling on the ocean floor with these boots that are made from
They weren't made.
Anemones.
They weren't made for walking.
they're like anemones stuck to coral that are stuck to the tips. So it really it's fucked. It's a great time. You guys should really come one of these days.
My word.
I wasn't interested at first, but now I think you've
I'm
painted
really
a very
interested.
vivid picture, and I'm good.
Oh, you're lost.
Okay, do you guys make camp here for the night?
I think we oughta. We got to be here in the morning, right? It's nice and
Kinda.
flat, no wind, perfect place to set up the tent. I'll set it up. I'm very strong.
So you set up the tent, make a campfire, and after a long day of hiking, you guys fall asleep pretty early.
Yeah, we'll have a little bit of our little biscuits and jerky, and sprinkle some flakes on the top of your bowl.
You got some hardtack.
Yep.
All right.
Traveler's biscuits.
Well, a few hours into your evening of rest, you begin to hear a slight creaking, although there are no perception checks. So you hear a grinding, squeaking sound coming from the vertical part of this mountain behind you. And suddenly you hear a chong. And before you have time to react, there are several automatons coming from a hole in this wall. And they scurry out and just ambush your tent and drag you from the precipice into this cave. And the doors slam behind you. And after a few minutes of getting carried deeper and deeper into this mountain, you are deposited into a dimly lit circle on a stone floor. And all around you, you can hear the metallic creaking and grinding and sounds of metallic feet moving across rock.
Clickety clank.
Yes, clickety clank.
Guys, this doesn't sound good. Why wasn't someone keeping watch? Poor planning.
They were on us so fast. You didn't even squeeze any.
Nope. Didn't even have time to gurgle. We're probably going to be acting in desperation to get out of this.
So you only ever actually act in desperation.
If your
Well,
weapons
no,
get
I guess
scarred.
you would be acting desperately.
For
And then
not
you would-
being heroic.
Yeah.
So we're just in a pit?
Finally, after a few moments and you guys mulling around, two great torches get lit in front of you. and there is a larger automaton, larger than the ones that dragged you in here, sitting. It looks like it is powered down until you hear a and it turns. And this one has like more of an actual face and is looking at you. As, what are you doing here?
This just turned into the Thunderdome.
We're on a mission. We came here to seek knowledge.
What knowledge do you seek?
How to destroy the wizard Zurak.
As soon as you mention the wizard Zurak, you hear all the automatons around you start to clamor and make more noise, and you get the feeling like they're getting closer to you, and you hear a lot of panic buzzing and whirring and, automaton noises, robotic noises. You are here to kill the master.
Way to go, Fitzy. Fuck. Gotta be vague. Oh, no, he's invited us for lunch. We're trying to find the way over for tea.
Yeah, we wanted to know.
No one's gonna kill him.
Yeah, no. We wanted to know what his favorite food was.
Sushi.
We brought him sushi.
Okay, who's rolling in an act of desperation?
I'll roll in an act of desperation to use my charisma.
You are charismatic.
Oh no.
That's a 5 plus 0, my dude. Desperately, you only add your scarred traits, which you have none of. So on a 5, finally a failed roll. On a 6 minus, the threat pushes forward on them. The DM will scar a trait or give them an injury. DM's choice, and the challenge rating doesn't drop. Okay. On a 6 minus, I will say this giant robot here can see straight through your ploy, and he sends one of the automatons to run over and just like stab you quick in the side.
Ah!
You take 1 injury.
So I draw a skull on my thing.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. So with him telling them that they were bringing me as food and him being stabbed, I don't know if I'd be acting in anger. I'd be just acting in anger, but I don't know if it would be desperation or heroicness.
Well, are you like, what are you going to do?
I was going to
Do it.
I was gonna go run up and suction cup onto the big automaton.
Try and rip
and
his face
squeeze
off and have a
something
new
off of it.
faceplate. I know what
Yeah,
you want to do. I know what you want to do. You want a new thing
I
for
was
your
trying
bowl.
to get a new face.
So at the root of this, are you trying to heroically kill this robot, or are you trying to use it as a way to get out?
Defend myself.
Yeah.
So get
Damn it,
out.
That's like
Get
okay,
that's a get out.
Get out. So you're going to act desperately.
7. Damn it.
Plus all your unscarred traits.
All my scarred traits.
All scarred traits for desperately.
Uh,
On a 7 to 9, you succeed, but at a cost. You describe your success, and I will complicate it. The challenge rating lowers by 1. If you acted desperately, you take an injury and draw a skull on your nameplate. So you're going to take an injury too. However, you are successful to do what you were attempting to do.
So I was going to try to rip off like its faceplate, like try to get up and rip off its faceplate, but instead I'd probably just only be able to grab the eyeball and yank.
And as you do, it, like part of the mechanisms inside that are keeping him going, bit of an electricity arcs out and zaps you while you got that eyeball and sends you back into the middle of the pit. Fitzy?
seeing this shit, do we still have our gear?
Yeah,
They never searched us. So yeah, I'm gonna go after the one that, like the big one that's obviously in charge, and I'm just with my ancient greatsword that I pulled out of a wolf, or must have been discovered in the rock slide. That's how I'll do it. So I with my ancient greatsword, I'll go after the big guy that just zapped old Mad Patty.
I would say you're probably doing this to either avenge your friend or you're trying to.
No, I'm trying. This is to defend my friends because Mr. Flash got stabbed.
So is it heroic or desperate?
Heroic.
Okay. Roll 2d6 plus your unscarred traits.
With my ancient greatsword, I'm just gonna try and just show him who's boss. I got 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 4.
Okay. Yes, you go up and you are able to send your great axe home,
Great sword.
Great sword, sorry.
Connor's got the axe.
That's right. Getting my weapons confused. You slam your great sword home, and this larger automaton lets out a shriek and a buzz, and he starts to kind of twitch, and electric is coming out of his body. And at this, the other automatons around you begin to freak out, and they swarm your group.
Oh, God.
And so now there are a lot of automatons around you. And we're back to Mr. Flash.
All right. So as the automatons come to surround us, I'm going to use my newfound strength with my great axe to swing around in a barbaric tornado, just attacking all of the automatons in range. Ooh. So I got a 5 plus my 4 unscarred traits. So that's a 9.
Yeah. So on a 9, you succeed, but at a cost. So
Okay, so I, wind up with the axe and I swing around, taking out 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. But then I come back around too hard and pull all the muscles back and get a real bad cramp.
Oh, the sciatica.
So by acting heroically, you actually were going to scar one of your traits instead of you taking an additional damage. So in cleaving this many automatons, robotic constructs with that great axe, it is going to become scarred and a bit damaged. So it's worse for the wear.
Oh, my great axe. It is scarred now.
Scarred.
Yeah, your great axe is currently damaged. However, you were successful. There are still a good number of automatons running around.
Matty Patty.
I'm going to be desperate, or am I being heroic at this? I don't know what I'm being.
I think you're finding
I'm angry. I got
the
electrocuted.
heroic reserves in deep inside of you, and you're just gonna blast through these guys. Pretend they're eels.
Oh!
Pretend they're eels.
Eel stomping day! And I grab, the closest bits of rock and suction cup them and just start trying to stomp onto these automatons. Eel stomping day. 7 plus 4, 10. Right?
Yeah,
That's an 8.
that's an 8. So you
11.
got a Do you have
you're
a scar?
good.
You have 12.
12. Oh. I don't know.
Yeah, so on a 12, that's a utter success.
Eel
So
stomping
you're
day.
able
They
to
pretend they're eels.
yeah, you're just running through crowds of these little automatons, and there are just a few left between you guys and the path that you believe leads out. It's kind of slanted up that would, make you believe that that's the way to get out.
Yeah. Well, me being clever, I'm not going to use the ancient greatsword on the little guy. So with the dagger, I'm just going to rip through them, just try and pop them. They'll probably shatter into pieces. They don't turn into snow.
Okay, let's see it.
6. 10.
10. On a 10, you're able to shatter these little guys.
They just ring, hitting something, and they get high pitching.
And the trail is clear to get out.
Eel stomping day.
Eel stomping.
You guys got to experience eel stomping day, except for it was with robots.
That's kind of cool, though.
There's quite a bit of oil. I'm just sliding around on fucking rocks. It's a fun day. You guys should really come down one day.
I think I had my fill here tonight. So
Good.
I'm very glad I got to see it.
I'm
though.
glad I got to see it on dry land.
I think if we head up this slight inclined plane here, guys, we can try and make our way out. If we can figure out how to open up the door, hopefully it's not past the first light of day and we can still find out where the tower is. Continue our adventure.
And I think we got attacked pretty late in the night. Couldn't have been down here too long.
No, but as on your way out, you guys trip over some a lost and found treasure pile that these automatons had set up here, as they have no use for most of those things. So go ahead and take a treasure.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Fat sack of gold.
+1 silver axe.
Funny looking noise. Nose?
Yeah.
I have a funny looking nose.
You fell into the pile of treasure and whack.
You found the Marco Grouch's glasses with the mustache.
Awesome.
I just walk up and squeeze it. Looks good on you.
Awesome. And I'm stealthy. These are my sneaky glasses. They're like the literal toy glasses. Like, this is the best. Just put it on, instant disguise, little toothbrush mustache.
Yep, perfect.
Awesome. So you guys all now have 5 traits, or 5 treasures. Connor, you're the only one with a scarred one.
Yeah.
Because they got zapped hard.
And then Mad Pat and Mr. Flash both have injuries, correct?
I have an
Yeah.
injury, yeah.
Okay.
Unscathed.
Unscathed.
So far.
Fitzy Icepickle. Okay, so you guys head back up the ramp, sliding every once in a while. Well, no, Mad Pat doesn't slide anywhere. He's got a firm grasp on it.
I'll
everywhere
let
he
them
goes.
go in front of me so that when they slide, I'm just like...
Catching them all. And you guys make your way up, and in front of you is you can see the doorway as it's supposed to be a doorway, but like you don't know how to push it open.
I'm just like, all right, here we go. I got this. I'm strong.
There you go, you're strong.
I just push right at the middle of it, just like. Nothing's happening, guys.
Well, I'm clever. I'm going to think about it. I guess I'm going to go about it a not physical route. What does it look like a big badass lock or like
Yeah, it looks like a locked door.
big mechanism?
Big, yeah.
I'm gonna get angry at him not being able to open it and just like slam myself into his back and like push him into like the wall and like be like push harder. Like it did not. It might have helped, but might have hurt you.
No,
I didn't try to hurt you.
Didn't help.
Like come on, open the door.
All right, Fitzy, stick one of your ice pickles in it.
Yeah, I'll see.
Ice pickle
I'll
it.
throw the magic ice dagger and try and pick the lock and maybe freeze it and blast it open.
Okay, I guess make a roll for that. We'll just see.
I got a 6 and a 2.
So 8.
An 8. So we'll just say a straight roll because there's no rolls. There's nothing to establish this. And on an 8, we're going to say your ice dagger gets scarred as well. It opens the door, but it is scarred. Okay. You guys are back out. As you stumble out onto the ledge once again, you see just over the mountains that you guys got here just in time as rays of the sun begin to peek up over the furthest hills. And as you stand here, suddenly, on first light, off in the distance, you see a large black tower appear. It looks like the Space Needle.
Ah.
How is that thing only visible right now? It's huge. It's not even that far away.
I thought
Well,
it
let's
was gonna
go.
look dirty.
Let's go.
Real optical illusion, I guess. Jeez.
It must turn sideways in the light or something.
It shifts.
It probably has nothing to do with the wizard that lives there.
Oh yeah, that wizard.
It's like his alarm's going off and he can't like do all the magic shit. while,
Oh,
like,
it's a
that's going on.
snooze button alarm that fucks up his concentration. Yeah, I've heard about that stuff.
On our way.
Let's
got-
go. We gotta
We're off.
travel down the hill and then back up another one.
That's pretty much a lot of that, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
Are you guys gonna tell me about your past? I told you about eel stomping day. I'd like to hear some of yours. Well, why do they call you Ice Pickle? I've seen you with a pickle, but I didn't had the ice dagger. I understand those portions, but like, is it?
That's about it. The guys I roll with, they're not the most creative, poetic bunch.
These are the guys that you roll
I
with.
know.
We're creative. I'm creative. Don't call me not creative.
Hey,
And I just like suction cup the side of your face and start shaking you a little bit. Don't call me not creative.
you're good.
Now,
You're
are you
very
saying
creative.
this in Starfish or in Wolf?
He's just sitting there growling at me. His face just like starts like bleeding a little bit again.
Sorry.
And you've got a, it's got like, looks like it's wearing glasses because of the fucking things off of the automaton. You're just like two little gaskets like over the wolf eyes, over the googly eyes.
God. I'm creating a monster.
You are creative. That is very creative. That's the truth. Look at your what you did to your bowl, how you decorated it. It's very creative.
Googly eyes make the angry easier to portray.
It's good. You don't even need that marker anymore.
No. You just use wolf blood.
This has gotten out of hand.
I absolutely love this game. This is whatever rating system we have for these micro RPGs. This one's getting a 10 from me.
I think I've come up with a new villain for my next D&D campaign.
Mad Pat the Starfish.
All right. What do you guys do?
Keep booking towards the tower so we can hopefully get in there before it disappears.
Yeah, as we, keep riding on, the path down is much easier than the path up, and there's no kidnapping by any robots. We go down through a very gravelly section of the hill where it's a little bit muddy, too, from the glacial runoff from the mountain that we were just in.
Yeah.
And we noticed that the the mud is also particularly oily. There's some pollution in the runoff today as we go by, and we just continue down.
So are you guys going to start a holiday of automaton stomping day? Because it's quite a fun holiday.
I hope we won't see many more of those automatons
Yeah.
on an annual basis.
Yeah, no, I'm fine without those. I think they were just his butlers.
Oh, gotcha.
And after a half-day ride, you guys arrive at the bottom of the wizard Zurak's tower.
I'll knock. You want me to knock? I'll knock on the door.
Okay, what kind of door is it?
I don't know. I'm just gonna knock on a wall.
It's
If
pretty.
there's stairs leading up toward an area, I'm just gonna walk up there and just start smacking against the
Right on.
wall
I'm
door.
gonna put my funny looking nose on in case he answers. I'll be like, try and sell him something, distract him.
I was gonna say Girl Scout cookies.
Upon knocking on the door, which there's a pretty clear pathway up to it, you can see, where people have walked in and out, and there's some gravel. It's kind of nice.
The trail from the automaton.
Yes. The doorway is quite large and ornate, and it is metal. And when you go up Mad Pat and you knock on it, you can hear the hollow echo from inside. But the door does squeak open.
Housekeeping.
I just kind of poke my head.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Poke my head around.
Housekeeping.
Just poke my head around the corner, just looking all weird in. Just could let myself in, stealthy.
We got this.
I come in not so stealthy behind Fitzy and notice that there's just a mostly empty room with a checkerboard floor pattern and just a black marble staircase spiraling up in the center. I'm like, all right, just proceed slowly up the cold staircase.
Is it black and gray checkerboard or black and white checkerboard?
It's black and white checkerboard, but the staircase is, a black marbled.
So you're gonna make your way over to the staircase?
Yes.
I'm gonna make my way. I'll follow you, except for I'm just gonna be jumping on only the black tiles, just to dick around as I go. White is bad.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but just kind of keep my eyes peeled for anything sketchy, like traps or pitfalls or.
It's rather empty. Emptier than you would have thought. There's not really many torches lit. It's just as bright as it needs to be. You don't hear any scuffling, scurrying, or any noise coming from inside.
As we proceed up the icy black marbled staircase, the torches become fewer in between, and then it seems like we've been walking for a really long time, and it gets to a point where it's so dark we can't see even each other anymore on the staircase. And then all of a sudden, Fitzy, who's gotten into the lead now, hits his head.
Ah!
It's a trapdoor.
Reach up and try and open it, crack it open.
Okay. You crack open this trapdoor. Listening into it, you can hear clacking and creaking coming from this room.
I'm just gonna go up and just be like, there's something up here, but here we are. And climb up and out and grab whoever's behind me.
Okay. You all go through this trapdoor into this room, and you're kind of in the shadowy part of this room, and looking into it is a large ornate bedroom, and it's got a nice bed, which you can see some robes on, but it's one of those beds that's got the curtains on the side, and you can see that it is mostly closed, and so you can only make out a very little portion of the person that is on this bed. You just see their dark robes, and in the room you can see another automaton bigger than the other ones walking around. It's got 4 legs and 4 arms, and it just seems to be scurrying around the room here, doing different tasks that you're not really sure what it's up to.
Giant spider robot. We are friends. wave out my arms.
There goes the element of surprise.
This robot turns around quickly. Who are you? Who are you? Why are you here? You must not be here. Must terminate.
We're here to speak with Zurak. Where is your master?
Impossible. You cannot speak to Zurak.
He sent for us. Why can't we speak for him?
He sent for no one.
We're here on behalf of the mayor.
Even worse. Screw that guy. And he takes 2 swords and 2 crossbows from behind his body.
Great.
Yep.
You will not make it out of here alive. And he begins to inch his way towards you guys. Not inch. He moves a lot of inches at a time because he's quite large.
Well,
Whoa, don't approach us so fast. I've got fireballs I'm gonna blast you with. And instead of the normal, large fireball that I've, lit the entire forest on fire with before, it's just gonna be like a stream of small ones, just like pew, pew, pew.
Okay.
Not small, but a baseball-sized fireball.
Act heroically. 10 plus 4, so a 14. So yeah, you launch a fireball at this robot.
Oh yeah, so they, the fireballs come at him and just melt one of the swords that he picked up, and that whole arm.
Okay.
They just go in and it melts it just down into it, and he just got like a little nubby thing that he's just waving around now, just like, my arm.
He is enraged now. He must carry out the master's plan. And it is Mad Pat's turn.
I didn't understand most of the conversation, but all I heard him say was like, fuck you and you're a termite. And I'm just going to be like, no, fuck you, you're a termite. And throw my axe for a 2 with 5.
Plus 4. One of yours is
Yeah.
injured. Isn't it? No,
This
you
is
don't
going to
have.
be injured now.
Oh, you don't have
I
a scar.
threw it.
So it is a 2 plus 5. Yeah.
Through the axe that I found inside of the automatons thing. Just,
Yeah, so you're able to hit him. However, that axe does get kind of wedged into his gears, and it gets spit back out, like just the
just
blade
the
part.
handle.
Yeah, just no.
Oh, the blade?
Yeah, just the blade, not
comes
even the
back out?
handle. It's less useful.
Oh, you bastard.
So your axe.
He is a termite.
scarred.
I told you.
termite.
He ate the frickin' handle.
All right, well, I'm going to try and run up at him and take out one of those big, long, spindly legs or whatever he's got going on with my ancient greatsword. 46, 10,
What of yours is scarred?
my ice dagger.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So you rolled a 6, a 10. Yeah, you succeed.
Oh, yeah, I run up and with the big ancient greatsword, I just slice one of those legs out from under it and try and take it off balance.
Doing this, he yells, "Must protect the master. Must fulfill his plan."
Oh, God. I'm gonna go kill the master.
On my turn, I'm gonna ask him, why do you keep saying you must protect the master and fulfill his plan? Is he dead or not? If he's dead, you don't have to do anything. Tell us what's going on. Got a 9
Plus 4.
plus 4.
It was his last wish. I must fulfill his plan. We must become emperor.
No, you don't need to become the emperor. You're just go, do some gardening or something. Why do you want to be emperor for? What are you gonna do? You don't have to do this. If the master's dead, you can just go do whatever you want now.
No, master said I must. We must. We will become emperor.
Who's we? We killed all the rest of the automatons.
This really enrages him, and he begins to whir and spit and sputter even more. Some oil pours out of his arm and leg socket as he readies his crossbow.
I can dodge. Look at me. Look at me. I can dodge. I can dodge. Watch, watch, watch. And I'm just going to be like, over here, termite.
So is this heroic?
Nope. And it's not. It's fucking bad either way. It's 5. I rolled a 5. Either way, it's bad. 5 plus 4 is 9, or 5
9,
plus 1 is 6.
On a 9, yeah, you do dodge it. Somehow it, does. Maybe it's the amount of oil that's leaking out of him that's continuing to do him damage. However, what the fuck traits do you have?
Oh, I just flipped over the dodge.
Yeah, dodge. Yeah, your dodge is less than effective as you
As I start slipping and sliding on the oil, I can't quite make purchase.
Yeah.
And being from the sea, oil is my number 1 enemy.
It is your biggest weakness.
Quick, get some Dawn! Save me!
Need some
I'm just
Dawn.
like flailing across the floor.
Okay, Fitzy Icepickle.
Old Fitz, he's gonna be clever and try and find the best place to stab this thing wherever its main processor would be and just take it out.
Okay.
5, 9.
5 plus 9. Yeah, you're able to find its main power source kind of right in the center of its mass, and you, with your great sword, dig it in there. And upon doing so, the amount of energy that is created melts the blade of your sword, leaving you with just the hilt and a ragged blade. However, this automaton lets out its final as it powers down.
Taking its face.
There are no more treasures to be had. You guys have all the treasures already.
Still taking its face. It's not a treasure. It's just a trophy.
All right, let's go see what's going on in this bed. I think there's going to be a dead wizard in there, though.
Dude, at this point, I could have 3 different faces. I could have 3 different hands. Tom-Tom hand, wolf hand. Tom-Tom hand, human hand.
Darkest puppet show ever.
On the next episode, we kill the starfish guy. So you go over to the bed.
I walk over to the bed, carefully pulling back the curtain around this 4-post bed. It's a very soft, silky curtain, but of the darkest material I've ever seen. And then lying in the bed, I see...
You see a decomposing skeleton of... Well, you assume it's Zurak. He's wearing wizard robes. They are dark, and he is clutching a note in his hands.
With the overwhelming stench of death, I see the decomposing corpse, and I'm like, oh, God, well, there's a note. Let's at least see what this is. And I try and pull it out from his hands, and it's kind of stuck. He's got a really firm grasp, and so I jerk the note out of his hands, and the one hand rips off, and the other one crumbles to dust. And I open up the note.
And the note says, Doc, my dearest friend, fulfill my final wish. Unite the lands and become emperor. Drive out those heathen mayors and do my bidding.
Oh, man.
That sucks.
I think we got played, guys. I just don't know by who.
So Zurak's dead, and the threats...
Threats are all neutralized. Only for new ones to take their place. Those mayors. Guys, I think...
So do we have to go get...
I think that the rich people just set us up.
What if we go take out the mayor? Is that heroic? That's not heroic. That is heroic. That's heroic. Right?
I think we have to take out the mayors.
Did I just convince them to become murderers?
We'll just bring this note back,
Don't
show
give
it to the mayor. Be like,
He
he
reads
was still dead.
Okay, so you guys have defeated the final boss here in the dungeon, and are you going to go back and fight the mayor? What is the next plan?
Is there more to the game?
I mean, why don't we go and see what the mayor says?
Traditionally, this would be the end of the game.
That's what I was saying.
I mean, like, there'd be an outro.
You can have Derek come in and play
A rap.
Mad Pat.
He could be the enemy.
No, we saved the town. The mayor's been doing a lot of good work and everything. I think Zurak, this was a long time ago. This new mayor, he's pretty good.
Yeah, you guys make your way back to the town. You take the same path coming back as you did out, and it's a nice early morning when you arrive back in town.
Is there more wildlife on the way back because there's no wolves?
And automatons.
Yeah,
All of
it's
it.
just running rampant with rabbits and squirrels.
Everything we've done has made everything better. We're heroes, and that's what we're going to tell them.
Fine.
You arrive at the mayor's house. Gentlemen, you're back! You're the first ones that have come back!
Yes, we made it.
Did you stop the wizard?
We
The
did.
wizard was already dead.
We stopped
Always
him.
dead.
Oh,
We
Stopped.
stopped them.
Stopped.
I'm
He
getting
stopped.
conflicting reports.
Yeah, so are we.
He stopped.
You have nothing to fear from the wizard Zurak.
Did we stomp him or stomp him?
I think you stomped quite a few,
Yes.
but we stopped.
So the threat is over.
The threat is over.
The threat is over.
And he flips to the book towards the end of his manual, and he shows you the chapter that says, "The threat is over. I got this." And he looks through, he thumbs through a couple pages. Well, it seems that you guys are all heroes then.
Huzzah!
Ah. Did you get any good stuff on your way there?
I got a fat sack of gold over here.
Hey, and you're about to get
Integrated.
a second fat sack of gold for being a hero. And he hands
Yay, hero!
you all a fat sack of gold coins.
Clink, clink, clink.
Fat sack of gold. I put my funny-looking nose on.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I got a job for you.
Hey.
You could live here in my house, be my little funny boy. It pays.
No, thank you.
It's got other benefits.
I'll just take the hero money like everybody else.
Okay, and you, Gurgles. Excellent job. Excellent job. Anyways, well, then I guess,
I'll see you in your nightmares.
yeah, absolutely. I'm terrified. Well, I would invite you all to join the heroic feast that we're throwing in your honor for coming back and taking care of the threat. How fantastic.
Did you really think we were coming back?
No. None of the rest have. I told you were the last ones here. It's because all the rest have gone off to die.
Oh, God.
Yeah, less than stellar. Not great performances by them. It has saved me a lot in reward money, though. However...
Well, the money you have saved in reward money is now ours, and you're about to put all that money into a feast because Mad Pat is hungry.
Well, we'll make a good feast. The money's yours when you do more jobs.
He's going to hire us again?
Obviously,
Oh,
we're
okay.
heroes.
Did you tell him we took care of bandits for him, too?
Yeah, we cleaned up the streets. We took care of bandits and wolves.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, recently I heard a horrifying story of these two kids that were lost in the woods, and only the little boy came back. He's been inconsolable. We haven't even been able to understand what he's been talking about, blabbering on about his sister being used as a club. What kind of monster could do that? Anyways, thank you, gentlemen, for taking care of the bandits. I'll give you an extra gold piece for each bandit.
There was 1,000 bandits.
Maybe next time we'll have you guys look for the poachers who killed all of our wolves. We recently put them on the endangered list. You guys probably know by now there's not many of them left. So we're probably gonna have to find those guys next too.
We're heroes.
You are heroes.
We will help you hunt those men down.
Excellent. I can't wait. Okay. Well, until he does look at your hat. Did you have that on before?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought so. I thought I recognized it. Well, you all go enjoy your feast, and we will get your services again in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You are welcome. Oh my goodness. So glad you guys made it back alive.
We are too.
What do you eat at the feast?
What's at the
Anything that may have
feast?
fish. I didn't eat anything fish.
They've got a nice black sea bass.
Sea bass.
Just eat a big old turkey leg.
Yeah, I'm thinking mutton, rack of meat, roasted meats, some mint jelly.
So that concludes us playing Broken Swords and Twisted Trails. This, what did everybody think? This is actually kind of fun.
That was like a nice.
That really fucked up. I did not expect
Yeah,
me to make a monster. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you went real dark with it. This will not be the pilot episode.
No, you gotta like put that like
fucking
towards like the back end. Dude,
No.
it was fun to play. It was fun to play. It's just I can't believe I made a monster. Like you guys all made normal things. I was like, I'm gonna make a monster.
Just popping wolves.
No, this was like basically like a blueprint for a one shot.
Yeah.
Like really cool. Like you could stack it in like a different way and like do different things mechanically with it, but
You could use it as like a spit. Like honestly, you could play it as like a spitballing idea for figuring out like a campaign that you want to run. You could be
Yeah.
like, all right, well, like let's see how they'll react inside of like this type of scenario in a dungeon. You could judge off of their character being heroic or not heroic, and then play it as like a D&D campaign and be like, add a lot more roles to it. Because
Yeah.
like the rolling dynamic seemed a little lacking, but
Yeah, I wish you could roll for more,
yeah.
and I wish the success threshold was a little bit lower.
Yeah.
So you guys failed one roll completely, and like 3,
Yeah.
maybe 4 rolls were like mid-success, and all the rest were fucking, complete success.
It was a good game, though. I liked it.
was
What you
pretty
think,
fun.
Tony?
I enjoyed it.
it was
It was
rather
definitely the more success you had, the more successful you were.
I guess that would be kind of the point
Yeah.
too, right? Yeah, no.
But then if you
Get
if
your
you
lucky
start
rolls from the
losing
beginning.
everything, you have to start acting desperate and acting desperately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, if it would have gone on further, we would have gone from being heroic to acting desperate pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like I was about to start acting desperate.
Yeah.
No, I think that was pretty fun. I like the dungeon progression that they got a little harder
Yep.
each time. No, I enjoyed that. Thank you guys for spending your time with us today, listening to us play Broken Swords and Twisted Trails by Brandon Leon Gambetta. This is one we won. So good job. Good job, Stefan,
Yeah.
Connor, and Mikey for making it out of the dungeons. And we will be back in 2 Tuesdays with a new episode.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next
See you
Tuesday.
next Tuesday.
The Tales from the Crypt podcast is recorded in the Wolfbeard Games studio in upstate New York. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us, please subscribe on whichever platform you listen to. If you really like us, also leave us a review. It's very helpful. If you want to follow us more, you can find us on Instagram at Tales from the Crypt podcast. We've enjoyed our time with you today, and we look forward to seeing you next time at Tales from the Crypt. Tonight, you will be... Why do I keep saying tonight? It's the middle of the day. Today.